The software we use for landscape design, computer-aided software, is what's called vector-based, but we can display within a landscape file. And at the top, I've split the screen into two here, and at the top I'm developing a title block with an image in it as part of a logo. It's an image file, and this drawing here is very small. If we go to File and File Size, it's 7 kilobytes, which is very, very small. If we come down to the lower one, where I've succumbed to the temptation to take the raster image here that works in the CAD software, although this is vector. It can accommodate raster images, but I've thought, let's turn this one. There are services on the net that can turn raster images into vector, and therefore the drawing at the bottom here, the title block, is all vector. And the advantage of vector software is you can zoom in, and you can see I can see individual vectors here, and that's what's known as a block. We could explode it and zoom in any more, and you can see the scanning process has converted the image into a whole series of polylines. If I click here, come across there, it's a polyline, so it's a flexible line. The key issue is that if we go File and File Size, our file size here is 4 megabytes. We might be able to reduce that a little by going to Tools and Purge Unused Objects. That's got rid of one block, and I would think we've probably cut the file size by half, and we have 2 megabytes. So it's hundreds of times more storage needed when you convert a raster or image file into a vector file. So the top way of doing a title block, just include the raster image that you want to use as your logo. If I return to the top one, I'll just move it in. The image was loaded by saying Format and Images. And notice that the GCAD Plus saves the path to it, and it's currently in a shared folder, shared drive, and then students and so on. That's fine as long as you don't move the location of the image file when you're working on a drawing. If you'll bear with me, I'll just go to my C drive and take a look at another one of our GCAD Plus users where they have a folder on the C drive called logo. So their main text logo and their smaller one is here. So their drawing sheets and others will be stored entirely in this area. So whenever you bring a title block in, which contains the logo, it's coming in from a folder where the image file's already there, and you're not likely to move it. And that works well for most designers.